What's cracking, celiacs? You just heard KO, aka Kevin or Ali Usala. He was, well, I'm sure some of you have seen the YouTube video that he did with the cello and beatbox. That's what you were just hearing. And he also was on the team that won NBC's The Sing Off, I guess, just real recently. So I think that's pretty cool. I just quick sent him an email and just, kind of told him what I wanted to do as far as, put him in the intro. And yeah, he was just all for it. So I thought that was really cool. But today for Follow Friday, I want to talk about Jules Dowler Shepard. She's the author of this book, which helped me out a ton when I, finally figured out my diagnosis and everything. Like, this just runs you through everything. It's amazing, packed with information. It's just Celiac Disease and Living Gluten-Free, an essential guide for newly diagnosed. She has a foreword right away by Dr. Alessio Fasano, the founder of the Celiac Disease Research Center of the University of Maryland. And he's the one, I don't know if you guys had seen the episode just recently where I'm talking about, well, it was for Media Monday, I guess, where I was talking about how he was the one that figured out it was actually 1 in 133 as far as the stats for, people with celiac disease. But as far as this book, it's just, so much information. She was talking about how, at first the diagnoses, were IBS, which IBS I have such a hard time, believing that it's something real. Doctors can just use it as something quick and easy to pass off on their patients, just to try and get them back out the door, But I always figured that there's got to be some sort of trigger or intolerance, something that is causing this, the irritable bowel syndrome, But as far as, the rest of the book, there's a ton of recipes for all different kinds of occasions. She talks about things like celiac disease and insurance. Also, like how it compares as far as, in terms of numbers with, different things that, everyone has heard of, like, multiple sclerosis, type 1 diabetes, there's just a long list. I'm not going to go over all of them, but yeah, it's just crazy. And then she also talks about, like, getting through college, with being gluten-free or, having celiac. Just different things like gluten-free alcohol, entertaining, like going to parties or, hosting parties, that kind of thing. And then just, things like eating out, fast food, that kind of thing as well. Just a wealth of knowledge that she, spreads in this book. And it's something that really anyone that's newly diagnosed, if you know someone that is, I would definitely recommend, that you get this book for them. I just think it's awesome what she really puts in there. But besides being an author, Jules is also one of the two founders, she and John Forberger. You can follow him at Gluten Free Try on Twitter. And but Jules and John, they had formed the 1 in 133 organization, foundation, which has been huge in the last year as far as changing FDA labeling regulations. So Jules was one of the first people that I really knew was doing something big in the celiac community, and then when I found out that she was doing the 1 in 133 thing, I was just amazed. Like, she's just all over it. So that's certainly the person I wanted to talk to for today's Follow Friday. You can check out her blog. It's just blog.julesglutenfree.com. And then also just Jules Gluten Free on Twitter, and then the 1 in 133 organization or foundation, which everyone should check out. That's something that should be hugely supported by anyone in the gluten-free community. It's just at 1 in 133. So that's really everything for tonight, and I will see you guys for Media Monday. I'll be talking about something kind of cool. I can't quite talk about it until after the weekend anyway. I think it's supposed to be kind of kept secret right now. So, all right, guys, have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.